Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 2, where last episode we took on the trial of the Aqua Shrine facing off against the Tildorn Glacier at its end, as Rean finally shared information about the memories he's been witnessing at the end of every shrine completion. Continuing to Bareahard next, we entered the South Croydon Highway, exploring for treasures, and on coming to the city gates witnessed another power of Emma's as we gained access to an Alliance stronghold.
The Noble Alliance's advantage in this war remains overwhelming as always. Rufus has achieved much in his position as Chief of Staff as well. But the fact remains, that fool Cayenne is still the one with the most influence and power. Something must be done about this. But what? How?
So that was your line of thinking when you sent those Jaegers to Ymir, was it? You moved to take Princess Alphen into your custody and use her to replace Duke Cayenne as Supreme Commander of the Alliance.
Do you have something you want to say to me, Eustace? You seem very unhappy about the fact I sent him to the hometown of one of your classmates.
Not at all, Father. However, I do believe my brother also expressed disapproval of those actions. I humbly ask that you think twice before interfering with any neutral powers in the future.
And I would suggest you think twice before involving yourself in matters that are of no concern to you. Focus on the work you have been given and leave me to do mine.
I apologize for speaking out of turn.
I must think of something that will allow me to seize his position. I can't allow that pompous halfwit to call himself the Alliance's Supreme Commander for a moment longer. I may need to reconsider how Rufus should be acting in his position as well.
Well, a whole town to explore, and we know exactly where Eustace is, but our characters do not, so they have to find out. The hard way. On the beats of the street. Checking out with their feet. But, as we are in a new town, we check out absolutely everything that we can see, of course. 25 items to be sent to the store. They're all super high quality too, so it's really, really expensive. It's kind of weird that no one pays us right away, though. That shouldn't be happening. Sometimes we keep talking about the good economy, but they never pay in full. Wish they should. What, everyone's, like, not paying you? Food shop, by the look of it? So when you thought things couldn't get worse, they hit with these damn taxes. Plus, we gotta deal with the nobles prancing around like everything's all fine and dandy. Is that their job or something, to take our mirror from us and live the good life? Pretty much. And that is the duty of the upper class. It's amazing just how popular new girl alouettes become. The provincial army had their sights on her for some reason. Horrible, isn't it? The fact that a girl like her was being targeted just shows how awful war is. No worries though, we'll keep her safe. What have you got to shop? Patterned shirt. Lovely. Loads of evasion on it though. Leather sandals. Gorgeous gowns. ATS up. In fact, that's a straight upgrade for what we've got currently on Emma. And jeweled boots on top of that as well with ATS on them. Does lower her speed a bit. Well, if we want to buff that kind of thing for her, then I guess we'll buy Emma a gorgeous gown and some lovely jeweled boots. It's crazy amount. Depends what you value. Evasion over make her... It would. If I was to buy that and give it to Sharon, Sharon would have, with insight, 100% dodge chance. I'll buy one. Just in case I care to do it. And now we're rich! Well, Emma's got new gear, buffing her ATS as well as her defense a little bit, so that's not too bad. Let's check out the town. Well, I'd say, where are we going first? Supposedly to Turner's Jewelers. We've got a newcomer helping us out now. She's kind of clumsy, but she managed to get the job done well enough. I'll show her the ropes some more when she gets back. I wonder who he's talking about. Ah! I think we've just about found a Class 7 student, right? The new girl's pretty popular in this street. She even helps out the other stores from time to time. Pretty nice of her, huh? Well, it's not Becky, we know that. Stores, Becky. Where is she? Upstairs? I'm just about to go and deliver some daily necessities to Orlok's Fort. Necessities. And I have to say, it's somewhat impressive just how lively things are there at the moment. That's probably to be expected when Crookston's provincial army continues to dominate in their battles. Welcome, welcome! Would you care for some of our espresso? It's all the rage. Too bad all these tax hikes suck out all the profit our big sellers make, but I gotta keep on keeping on. I've got a student working here at the moment too, so I've got to do it for her sake, if nothing else. She's a sweet kid. Shame the war stopped her from going back home. Perhaps we should keep that in the back of our minds for later. Oh? About the girl working here? Been a big help to the store? She's out delivering something for me in the moment, but she'll probably be back soon. Okay. So she's not here at the moment, but we should keep it in our minds. Phew, it's busy work paying immersion these days. There's lots of it thanks to the economy, but then there's the taxes. Also meant the provincial army's been on edge lately. Something about traders being on the loose? Whatever it is, it's making my life a pain. So no one's upstairs, the student is out. It's a bit of a shame. I'm getting ready to ask for a brief extension on the deadline of a due payment, you see. Of course, not that there's much to pay, especially for a noble such as myself. Regardless, right now I should focus on clearing up the debt that my daughter's dress caused. I do hope they're kind enough to wait for at least another month. So that's what that little girl was talking about down there. I need to get these negotiations cleared quickly so I can return to the hotel. I did tell my daughter to stay put, but part of me doubts she'll actually listen. She won't. Hey, it's the Omen Factory. Oh, quite the interesting product we have here. It takes some skill to incorporate orbital technology into traditional design as well. Perhaps I'll like to purchase one for my room. What is it? It's a peppercorn grinder for making spices. I don't know. Which colour should I go for? Master Samuel's habit of collecting things proves to be troublesome at times, but I don't understand why he does not simply order me to purchase whatever he requires. It's the same wartime taxes, violent soldiers, and being treated like a traitor for complaining about either of them. That's life in Bareahard now for you. The economy might be great, but life here sure isn't. Not that heavy taxes and violent soldiers are anything new around here. Indeed. Right, obviously there's nothing I can really do at the moment for this kind of stuff. I mean, it's still just upgrading slots to their next level, really. Let's get all yours at least to level 1. The level 1, all level 1. I mean, you don't need this. But I feel like doing it now, if you know what I mean. Okay, cool. Everyone's got all their slots to level 1, at the very least. Everyone in this group, anyway. I wonder, will it stop me from going over here? Oh, it won't. So the actual plot pertinent place is over that way. Should I go there first, or will that suddenly zoop me into main story craziness? You never know. I don't know. Well, went to Heimdall with the Noble Alliance troops. He's hoping he can make a name for himself. You've only got the one thing. He's a noble-looking man. My father purchased 2 brand new mines recently. May the Noble Alliance continue to dominate this war. How exciting it'll be to see them finally bring it to a close. Because they're just making the rich richer, of course. It's fantastic to hear how well they're doing. Granted, Duke Albrea seems rather frustrated that Duke Cayenne continues to outclass him. I have to question why he feels that way when Lord Rufus has been piling success upon a success. Where should I go check out? See, here's the thing. Do I check it? Do I do the sweep now? Do I do the sweep after? Will they have different dialogue after? Father's forbidden me from leaving the hotel. Why must he prevent me from enjoying the lively atmosphere outside? Even worse, as he was the one that dragged me here while paying his debts off. I deserve some freedom. You're the one who incurred the debt. Simply won't stand this. I need to figure out how to get someone from the boutique to come over here. My father's in charge of paying. Won't be able to buy anything without him. Oh my god. You're Lord Eustace's classmates, no? I'm afraid you won't find him here, however. He's been awfully busy filling in for Lord Rufus, you see. He's rarely had the time to do much else. We've been spotted! Scanner! Welcome to Hotel Esmeralda. While we remain over business, we will be subject to inspections conducted by the Provincial Army from time to time. Do take this into consideration before choosing to stay. I take it then, we're not spending the night in Bareahard. Or at least here. How stupendous! Got a ludicrous return on my investments thanks to this lovely economy. Ha ha ha! Dealing in furs proving to be a solid choice this year too. Perhaps Bareahard isn't so bad after all. But I do believe the nobility here lack a certain taste for extravagance. Perhaps they could learn a thing or two from Lamar. Ha ha ha! Lamar! Ha ha! Master Richmond deals in fur and precious metals. He seems to have made quite the profit this year too, which is pleasing to hear. They'll be on him soon. They'll get him. What's up, boyo? My father had to come to Bareahard for work again, so I decided to tag along. Admittedly, Heimdall being a rather unpleasant place to be at the moment, I may have had a hand in that decision. It's hard dealing with the daily protests, to be honest. Especially when they have you questioning if we nobles are truly in the right here. So the capital seems to be quite split then, but then I imagine it would have been anyway. Many of Croydon's nobles have come to Bareahard to celebrate the Noble Alliance's victories. Every day is a party on the streets, essentially. I wonder how things are going elsewhere. It's rare that we hear any news related to Bareahard. Now I've realised, while Leglam was a beautiful place, full of not many people, so we could do a sweep in like 2 seconds. Or at least it felt like that. Bareahard is massive, isn't it? Absolutely massive. Oh, Daddy's such a liar. He promised to be home when he got time up, and he never came back. Maybe he forgot about it. Forgot about what? Was Daddy gonna come home? Sick of waiting. My husband happens to be a soldier in the Provincial Army. He's currently stationed at Twin Dragon's Bridge too, so I imagine he must be taking an active part in the fighting. I can't help but worry for his safety every single day. I wish the Imperial Army would surrender already. It's not as if they stand a chance of winning anyway. Hey, you! Oh, aren't you the performer we came across in Keldic? Andre, correct? Oh, how depressing the people of the city are! Their happiness is obtained through transient means. What's worse, the meaningless fighting has corrupted their minds, and they now refuse to lend an ear to my music. Tell me, friends, is there anywhere my love is needed, perchance? It seems to be doing just fine. Stay here, Andre. While the city may be lively, I feel no love from the citizens, don't you all agree? I never bothered to remember your name. I'm on my way to offer up my prayers at the Cathedral. How can the nobles all be so carefree in these circumstances? Are they not aware that the soul of Saint Veronica is currently lamenting over this war? Alright, a few people here. Oh, a few people here. Whatever shall we do? My prayers won't even reach Saint Veronica's spirit. It seems pretty serious. Excuse me, is something the matter? Oh, did you overhear me just now? Forgive me. Have you seen the statue of Saint Veronica in the plaza recently? Well, it's actually been shedding black tears ever since this war broke out. But black tears? That can't be right. It is. I'm converted for myself, unfortunately. It's just the legend spoke of. Saint Veronica's prayers once saved the people from great tragedy. When a crisis befalls the world, she shall cry tears black as night. That's how it went, correct? I certainly never expected to have the opportunity to witness the legend for myself. Word of the statue's tears has especially spread amongst those deep of faith. We've been holding mass to calm those concerned by this war, but it ended up only making things worse. I can only imagine how frustrating that must be. Unfortunately, if she is truly lamenting over this war, not much can be done until it ends. Are we completely certain that those are her tears? It's entirely possible that this could be some sort of prank. I think it's a bit too hasty to presume that greater forces are at work here. Have you gotten a professional to carry out a thorough check? Well, no. With the war and all, no one's been able to come out. I see. Is there nothing we can do for her? We need to avoid attracting too much unwanted attention, remember? Although, I'm sure it'll be fine if we're just confirming whether or not this was the work of someone non-supernatural. Should we offer to help them? Of course. Well, if no one else is available, would you be okay with us carrying out a quick investigation? Oh, are you sure? We're no professionals, so we can't make any promises, but we should be able to find out whether or not this really is a prank of some sort, I think. Oh goodness, thank you so much! Clarifying that alone should help everyone to relax. You'll find St. Veronica's statue just outside the cathedral. Thank you once again for offering out. Not at all. We'll get started at once. We found ourselves a quest! And that's why we talk to everyone. So what you want me to do is walk over to the statue, behead it with my greatsword, and then it can't cry anymore, correct? Those of deep faith have found themselves very concerned over this entire situation. You'll find... Okay, just tell me again. Oh, we're going to look suspicious in the middle of everyone there. Sister Tatiana once belonged to the upper echelons of society, but she abandoned that life in order to aid those in need. Carmelites in particular have been relying on her during this war. Understandably so, too, considering they have far more concerns than those nobles. But compassion truly is a beautiful thing. Thought someone was moving them. Life's been nothing but trouble for us commoners lately. We've got soldiers frequently looking at our homes for one, and now St. Veronica's statue has begun to shed black tears. I can't believe the legends were actually true. This is a sign of even worse things to come, I'm sure of it. Oh, Adios, please protect us. Archbishop Amon is holding masses on a daily basis to help ease the people's fears. You should take the time to attend one too, should you have the chance. The teachings bestowed upon us by Adios are timeless. They serve to guide us even during the harshest of times. Come, let us pray. Mass. Someone get me out of here, quick. What's this? I sense a malicious intent towards this holy mass. Meow. Perhaps I was simply imagining things. It was true. I sense the evil witchery of cats. Right then, time to behead a statue. Her crotch has her bum's gone black too. Was she supposed to have black diarrhea? Well, they didn't specify what hole she was crying out of. Oh wow, these really are black tears. I can understand why this would have some of the people feeling uneasy. May your spirit know peace, Saint Veronica. You might want to quit jumping to conclusions, you know. This is a lot less dramatic than what you're all thinking. Celine? In nicer words, there's no spiritual presence here whatsoever. That alone would be enough to assume that greater forces aren't at work here, but there's further evidence in the other black stains scattered around the statue. See? I notice this evidence because I'm an ace attorney. See? They all got down into her shoes as well. Went straight down her legs. You do have a point. I think I know what's going on now. Chances are this statue's made from marble, and if memory serves, Instructor Makarov taught us that marble gradually melts away when in contact with acidic water. Then might we assume that the fountain's water's properties were altered recently? This fountain draws its water from the underground waterway, correct? We may find the source of the issue down there. The entrance over by the street in front of the station. Let's go check it out. Right, we have our thing. We're going to the underground waterway next. Dungeons within dungeons within dungeons. Good grief! Travelling to Heimdall to conduct business certainly has become a hassle these days. Though my biggest grievance right now is Caroline's constant bickering with his daughter. He's not the most eloquent man when it comes to expressing himself, you see. Oh yeah! Caroline! Yes! He's a he, but his name's Caroline. Yes, I remember you. I do hope they can work things out soon. Yes, I remember Baron Caroline. How could we not remember Baron Caroline? Caroline is his family name? Yeah, well still. Good day! Today's recommendation is a Sordate Calf. We can provide a number of vintage wines too, should you wish. It's Baron Fafner. Indeed, those of some Heimdall are doing especially well. Granted, I can't help but feel guilt over profiting off the war. You truly are a earnest one. Not at all. I'm not but a noble who doesn't know his place. A noble doesn't know his place? Well, I suppose work is work, regardless of the circumstances. Apologies for rushing you, but I'd like my next order in as soon as possible. to say, Nobility's buying habits have been quite impressive as of late. You'd almost forgot that we're currently subject to wartime taxes if you saw how much they're willing to buy. When are you going to give me a recipe? You better give me a recipe, Eustace's uncle. Oh, you're Lord Eustace's classmates. Hello, Ammon. It's been a while. Would you happen to know where Eustace is, sir? As his uncle, we figured that you of all people would have some sort of clue. Well, I know that he's back in Bareahard and staying in the Bareahard mansion. Okay. That's as far as my knowledge extends, unfortunately. Might be worth having a look around the mansion to see if we find anything. Perhaps we should focus on gathering more information for the time being, then. No recipes? Lord Eustace doesn't seem to have the time to visit here, unfortunately. I'm terribly sorry for not being any more help. I've been working on some pancakes to add to our menu recently. Giving them that soft, warm texture's kind of tricky, though. Yeah, how about you guys give it a shot? I'll take it. Receive the recipe for Le Fluffy Pancake. Nobles have been in high spirits ever since the war broke out. They've been coming in here more than ever before, but on the flip side, we barely get any commoners dining here anymore. I'm not entirely sure if I should be happy about this or not. Well, then I'll be able to be truly happy either way until I have my beloved Abentine back. I can't believe it's over. Oh, please come back to us soon, Misty. Life's not the same without your lovely voice. She's evil. Right, well, we can make a seafood pilaf and see if we can make... No, not two, one.
I could certainly use the practice.
With Lord, see if she gives us a special one.
I'm proud of this one.
Classic shrimp pilaf. Now we got fluffy pancakes too. Lots of people can make fluffy pancakes.
Sure, I'd love to.
Oh, we're out of honey syrup.
I really hope you'll like it.
I've got good luck chances with these choices, haven't I? I had a 1 in 4. Not bad. Moist pumpkin cake. I can make one more, indeed. Let's just make a normal one.
I'll get right
Where
to
was the
work.
pumpkin? I don't know. We made a latte out of tea, remember?
This is some of my finest culinary work.
A noble souffle pancake has been made too. We just make all this weird stuff, you know. It's just what we do. Baron Caroline! I simply can't believe that my own daughter's become this stubborn. This is all because of that commoner friend of hers, I'd say. I'll have to give her a stern scolding when she returns. Baron Caroline. Oh, quite. No one is more cultured or refined than the Croydon nobility. Our lineage is unparalleled. Those of the Mar province have been making quite the fools of themselves over Duke Cayenne being the alliance's leader. You would think they could express their joy in a much more refined manner. Can't make it past the chair. I pity the nobility of the Loire province. They just don't seem to understand what true class is. Indulging in too much luxury is in fact a crass act within itself. And what better an example of that than Duke Cayenne himself? Wow. So just the nobles of this town don't like Cayenne. Can't talk to you. Good day. I hope you all enjoy your time here. Nothing more to say. Nothing more to say for Greta playing the plinky plonk. For that is what that instrument is called. We've nearly talked to everyone in one section of Bareahard. Could one expect any less with General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius working together with Lord Rufus? Perhaps the bigger question is, who will have the pleasure of crushing the 4th Division once and for all? Duke Alberea is rather intent on taking that glory for himself too, so I simply cannot wait for the outcome. Ho ho! Damn you, Umbrella! Have you heard about our domination over the Imperial Army? Simply splendid! Ha ha! They talk big about their military might, but look at them now! Ho ho! Commoners can be so amusing. To think some of them genuinely believe they could match our valiant soldiers. Ha! They've been doing quite well. Dogs don't like me. Pipe down, Richard! Or is just not very well trained. Could be that too. I don't think I spoke to this guy. Have you heard the Noble Alliance's latest victory? This war should be over relatively soon if they keep this up. The future's looking brighter already. I'm not too fond of all the armed soldiers throughout the city, however. I suppose necessary evil with circumstances they are. I don't think so. Alright, into our next area. Can I actually leave town? That's a thought too. Shall I check out this area or shall I go do a quest and then check things out to kind of like even things out a little bit? Because of course we're supposed to be going down here. There should be a fishing spot here too, remember? Was it here? I'm sure there was some fishing spot somewhere. Maybe it's in the next, like, through it all. Can't remember now. This brings back memories of when we snuck through here to rescue Machias. I also remember you unlocking the door for us, Emma. I did. Allow me to do so again. Appelio. Open. How in the world did you do that? That was easy enough. Technically, she shouldn't be showing it off in front of others, but what can you do? Regardless, we should go in. Yeah, just remember that it can get pretty dangerous in here. As long as those beasties don't come at me again. So this is for that quest we picked up. So what are we doing again? It all seems to be in the waterway underneath the city. We can get in there if we use the entrance on Station Street. 2,000 Mira. We will do the job. First of all, we will save before entering. Our own little extra dungeon jaunt. I doubt we're going to be sneaking into anywhere this way this time. I see a few monsters here and there, but things seem relatively fine to me. Yeah, it's as pretty as ever, really. Huh, wait, what's that smell? I smell it too. It's faint, but pungent. Perhaps there is something down here. We should remain on guard then. Trying to find out what's waiting for us. Not like some kind of acid monster, is it? I'll just top everyone up to max HP. Maybe they've been dumping too much trash and it's become a sentient ooze monster. There's a lot of ooze down here when I think about it in that scale. Well, that ooze chasing me.
This will be over in an instant.
Well, it will do if I choose to critical them.
Let's move. Sit. Now's our chance.
Here I come. Very well.
Seems to me like the strength of our enemies has got a little bit better.
Now.
Got you.
Maybe I should be buying new weaponry.
It's my turn.
They seem to be highly defensive.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
What level are these guys?
Analysis complete.
72. A mollusk monster contains many venomous substances, produces all the energy in its body, and uses time arts.
My turn.
I mean, it could be
Now's
worth
our
checking
chance.
out a weapon shop
I'll
first
back
to
you
see if
up.
there's anything better. Somehow
My
I
turn.
doubt it. I'll do fine.
There. Ha!
I should kill 2, regain all my
With
CP.
pleasure. Outchat.
Got you.
This looks like I'm doing
My
less
turn.
damage to this guy the more I'm hitting it.
Now's our chance.
I'll back you up.
Ready to keep going, Emma?
Certainly.
But I think really the problem is they've got high physical defense and low magic defense. I wonder how long this area is. To the point where it might cut me off, if you know what I mean. Let me
This
through to
will
those
be over
jars,
in an
misters.
instant.
Here I go. Second form. Gale. Now.
Got so many bravery points. I kind of just fancy using Rush, but
With pleasure.
then I can do this and kill them all in like 2
How
turns.
about this? Die. Outchat.
Got you.
How many of them died?
It's
2?
my turn.
Onward.
Yeah, the orbital defense is rubbish.
We should keep going.
That's truly what's going on here.
I did it.
This is Emma's land. Come after me then. It's not like the physical damage dealers still can't do their work though with their crafts, etc., but still.
We have the advantage here.
Here I go.
So you keep saying.
Burn to ash. Fall.
I was wondering if that might do a bit more damage.
Here I come. With pleasure.
No finishing strike there.
Now.
Got you.
What are they actually weak to?
Here I go.
Pretty much every spell. Alright, we're killing that line then.
Now's our chance.
I'll back you up.
That makes Laura and Emma really the high damage combo we've got here. Oh my god, their art defense is nothing.
Pleasure. We mustn't tarry here
It
too
wouldn't
long.
surprise me then if even just normal guys with lower ATS can do super damage to them. With just a standard spell. Plus, there's big multipliers as well, to be fair. 180, 160s, etc.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest.
A green pendulum has been obtained. Hey, hey, hey! I like green pendulums. We've got a golden emblem, the green pendulum, sleep, nightmare, confuse. Green pendulum, green pendulum. You got the red pendulum. You're doing a different side of things for us. You're doing a red. You've got a prismatic cape. Let's give you a green pendulum too. Ah, the trade shop getting me all those beautiful green pendulums. Them. You know what I mean. Pendulums, that's the one. Trading system with the U materials is beautiful. That's why I wish I could get back to Ymir whenever I wanted. That would be the dream. Well, we're near our monster. It looks like we're only going this far into the sewers. Oh, blue. Couldn't even pull him that far back. This time he's done us the service of facing the other
Now's
way.
our chance. Let's get him.
Very well.
So if you were to use a silver fawn, would you kill them all? Honest question.
My turn. Sit. Now.
Here I come. It's my turn.
Onward.
Took 3 melee damage dealers to take that one off. It takes 1 caster to take the remaining 2. Feels sad, melee.
We should be safe now.
I want a more assertive Emma. Yeah! My spells will destroy you all, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that sounds menacing from a witch that can literally hypnotically suggest you to do stuff and do spells that you have no real grasp of how things are working. Yeah, maybe it's best for her to not
The
play
advantage is ours.
menacing, full of confidence.
Here I go.
When I think about it, yes.
Sit.
Doesn't sound like the best idea.
Now's our chance.
Here I come. With pleasure. Our chest.
Got you.
Well, at least we're getting more
It's my
tactician's bonus points by doing those attacks the way we are.
Arcus activate.
Onward.
Good go. Petrified him too.
We should be safe now.
At this rate, chat, with the way you like to say stuff like, oh look, there's a treasure chest along with the people's quotes. We should just have a treasure chest command that brings up a random chest quote. From someone. Oh no! Not you bad dogs. Bad dogs. They're gonna be here again, aren't they? It's the bad dogs. Oh no. Maybe I can get behind them again and just use Arc Slash across the 2 of them. Maybe it's not the bad dogs. This is the same place we fought the boss last time though. Oh no, it's a gigantic ooze man! Many smaller oozes! What's something like this doing in the city? It's surrounded by acidic gases too. There's no doubt this monster is the cause. Something's odd though. I don't know why, but the higher elements are in effect around it. Be extra careful, everyone. Whoa, what is exuding higher elements? We'll have to exterminate it now that we found it. Get ready, everyone. We're going in. Right.
Be on guard, everyone.
My turn.
It's a big blob called the Abyss Drone. We need to kill all the other drones in the meantime, though, of course. Should I just power up Laura and let her just nuke all the back row? I mean, what I could do is I could go like...
All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Because that's Laura.
Of course.
Then I can detect her.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals. Analysis complete.
Fine, and it has a lot of HP, produces acidic gas in its body that wreak havoc on whole ecosystems. Only really weak to blind at this point.
Very well.
Then if I wanted to get rid of everything in the world here, I could go... No.
Here I go.
Overdrive.
Right, I overdrive. And I use just a standard attack on the boss for the first turn.
With me, everyone.
This actually is not going to work out the way I want it to now I've used that burst when I think about it. We probably will end up killing everything now.
Let's move.
We're killing all the ads! I didn't mean to do that!
All right, let's do this.
Understood.
What I meant to do is get everyone's super
Very
strength
well.
buffed and then just release 10 million S-crafts. But it looks like that's not needed. Oh well.
Got you.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Waltz!
Actually, we'll just leave it mostly alive. No, I regrets! Instant death!
Unforgivable!
This isn't quite ideal.
No, it isn't! Big regrets! I should have just kept nuking!
How would you all like some tea? It will only take a moment to cool.
Thanks.
You have my
Thank
thanks.
you very much.
Gather on my blade.
He's got 0 hearts. No, we've taken the 0 hearts now, so we don't have that anymore. It's fine.
Rise, great towers!
We're gonna finish it. I really should have just nuked everything. Oh my god, that one spell nearly one-shot me.
Lord Alvarian!
I'm assuming this will kill this guy.
Rest in peace.
Because his magic defense is nowhere near his physical defense? No, it won't.
Behold the might of the Arcade School!
It's better kill him.
Radiant Waltz!
Ah!
Witness the severing chains.
He's still alive!
I'm afraid your fate is now sealed. Fall into death's embrace. We mustn't tarry here too long.
Well, we haven't tarried there too long. We did nuke through it. There's always a reason why I don't expect a boss to be able to nearly one-shot me in one attack across the entire party with a spell that comes out faster than I can even use it, right? Because I expect boss fights to involve strategy to them, and not necessarily just be who can nuke the other one the fastest. So I kind of expect there to maybe be some strategy, some like play where you actually like have to actually have a battle, not just use 4 S breaks. But okay. I'll take the levels though. I only reached level 3. What's that do now? Grand Press. Decreases damage up to 30%. Begin battle with gradual HP regen.
I did it.
And we went through. And that's
Not
the most
bad.
important thing, right?
I'm so glad. Isn't this a surprise?
Exactly how it should be.
I'm so glad.
Laura regaining loads of CP though was great. Phew, that's why we pulled through relatively unscathed. Yes. Okay, solved, I guess. The statue shouldn't shed any tears now that the water's back to normal. Instantly, eh? Indeed. I find myself perplexed by that monster's strength, however. It far outclassed your standard one. Not to mention the fact that the higher elements were in effect. Maybe the loss of balance here in Erebonia caused it to transform somehow. Oh, that's the same reason those cryptids started appearing too, isn't it? Wait a minute. You must be thinking the same thing. If that's the case, then the legends behind St. Veronica's tears can't be entirely false, correct? That's quite the coincidence. I'm glad we managed to figure out what was going on, though. Quite. The case may be solved, but the mystery still remains. Perhaps it's for the best we leave it that way. Okay, guys, let's report back. Oh, don't take me out the sewer. I didn't explore it fully. So this was all caused by a monster? Yeah, its presence was having adverse effects on the fountain's water, which in turn was causing the statue to melt. We made sure to eradicate it, however, so there's no need for concern now. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I asked you for assistance. This should help to ease everyone's worries too. With the statue back to normal, I can finally devote myself to my work again. However, I find it hard to believe this was all mere coincidence, so I'll have to do everything I can to ensure that St. Veronica has no more reason for tears. That's reassuring. It may not be much, but please take this. It's the least I can do for you all. A holy sphere. May Adios be with you all. St. Veronica's tears is complete. I'm worried that that spell actually had, like, instant death on it. That could have been the most nasty thing. I can't thank you enough for your help. Now we can finally focus on our work. However, I find it hard to believe this was all mere coincidence. So I'll have to do everything I can to ensure that St. Veronica has no more reason for tears. Do you know one solve for that, by the way? If Emma just got to cast the magic reflects across the party, we wouldn't have taken any damage. So maybe there's some strategy in there, but it's the strategy that requires you to already know beforehand again. We've come up a lot against that. Oh, we also got all our... Oh, we did level up, didn't we? Yeah. We got all our stats back. So, a Holy Sphere. Rents Death Blow, HP plus 500, EP plus 50. Let's go back to where we were. Why do I keep thinking there was a... Yeah, there was a fishing spot. It was over here. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, what the hell? Oh, Bootsy, where could you have gone? You youngsters wouldn't happen to know where my little Bootsy went, would you? I'm sorry, what? Oh, forgive me. I'm getting ahead of myself. Bootsy is my kitten. He went missing this morning, so as you can imagine, I've been awfully worried about him. And you've been searching for him ever since? As much as I wish to help her, I think we should try to avoid doing anything that will make her stand out. What do you think, Rean? It's only looking for a lost cat. Well, we can help you search for him if you'd like. Oh goodness, how kind of you. The only issue is that I have no clues whatsoever, I'm afraid. We were in the Noble District at the time, but he disappeared while I was nodding off. I never saw which way he went. If he followed the path out of the district, he would have ended up in the central plaza, but... So we're not entirely sure where to start then. Finding him may prove to be rather difficult. Yeah, it's not like we understand how a cat's mind works either. Celine! Or do we? Don't you even dare! Relying on you seems like a good bet to me. Seriously now, you're comparing me to your run-of-the-mill cat? Ugh, humans. You're worried about him as well, though, aren't you? With your help, I'm certain we'll be able to find him. Fine, fine. The one thing I can say for sure is that kittens are always moved by their curiosity. He's probably too young to be especially cautious too, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's left a trail for us to follow. Don't expect me to do all the work here, by the way. Think about what you'd do if you were a kitten. Right, time to let out my inner cat and get started then. We'll start our search around here, man, and we'll be sure to tell you right away if we find him. Thank you so much. I've got this sorted already. All we do is we go and get a small cardboard box and we put it in the middle of the town. We leave for 15 minutes, we come back, the cat will be in the cardboard box. Done. It's not that hard. Whenever we have pizza delivered, as soon as you put the pizza box down, the cat's on the pizza box. It's just how cats are. Come on. It's very, very easy. Hello. Oh, I just can't wait to see how long the Imperial Army will entertain us for. Indeed, ideally they'll do their best to make our little bed all the more exciting. Woof, woof, grr, woof, woof, woof. Settle down, Richard. Goodness, he's been on edge ever since that filthy kitten dared to approach us. Leave him be for now. Perhaps he simply wishes to experience the thrill of the hunt once again. I can't exactly blame him after seeing such an unsightly thing. Bootsy must have come by here at some point. Just how did these two manage to be so annoying? Well, I can't entirely disagree. I'll say I feel bad for Bootsy. I'm sure he was terrified after being barked at. It's not uncommon for kittens to run off in situations like that, only to end up not being able to find their way home. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. I see. He's barking towards the south, so I'd assume that's where the kitten went. Let's hurry up and find him. Right. Oh, Bootsy! I didn't actually check. I'm pretty sure I checked the. Yeah, there was no fishing spot there. Wasn't that a fishing spot last time? Oh, was it like the bit I kind of came out through a secret entrance in the sewers? Could be that, to be honest. He's so cute. Wait, I'm still on the clock. I'll never hear the end of it if I get caught in La La Land. Sorry for asking out of nowhere, but did a kitten just come by here? Damn, how'd you know? You're right though, it came here looking all hungry, so I gave it some milk and leftovers. It was all over me after that. I guess he calmed down after a nice treat. Chances are he'll be trying to get back to Eva now. Which means he should be returning to the Noble District. Do you think he'll be able to find his way back? We should probably check, just to be sure. We're on the cat hunt. Man, what a cute kitty. Too bad it went back up the street. I wonder where it's going. Guess I should get back to work. I assume he's trying to return to Eva. I hope he manages to do so safely indeed. I kind of don't want to go into the Noble District yet, but if it's for a quest that we've managed to find, I'm guessing we can enter there quite fine. Right, where are we looking? Oh wait, shouldn't we have just talked to Lady Face first? Maybe she'd have seen it. Bootsy ran out. Oh, no. No Bootsy. Not falling in the waterway. He'll be okay. Wonder, can I get past here? Lady. I remember being able to fish. Look, lady, if you just find me a place to fish, I'll get a fish and I'll use that to lure the cat with a box. The plan gets better all the time. Doop-de-doo. The Provincial Army's guardhouse is just over there. It would be foolish of us to approach it now. See, you're stopping me getting all the things I need. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Let's go up to the Bareahard mansion. That'll be fun. It's not hiding under a thing. It's in here. Haha! Full speed ahead. Vroom, vroom. Haha! Quiet down, Cathedral. Oh, I'm amazed how these two never change. It even doesn't matter what's happening. Our parents decided to leave us here and return to their ruling region for the time being. They said they wanted to protect it from getting swept up in the war. I'm proud of them, but it's difficult not to worry. I hope they're safe. The kid's still running around. Mummy and Daddy have been away forever now. Forever, that's like a really long time. We've got a home tutor now, though. She can play the piano. Oh, the plinky plonk. And when she does, I just have to dance. I'm dancing. Non-stop dancing. Woo! You need to go on some lessons. I could do that too. It's been a month since the master and Milady set off now. I wonder how they're faring. I admit I'm not very confident in my babysitting abilities, but we luckily have a home tutor coming to watch over the children. I hope they return soon. Seems like the cat isn't in the Noble District. Unless we can find it. There was more dialogue there and I didn't read it because I'm a bad boy. You didn't read one dialogue? So it doesn't look to be in this section unless it's in like the silly guy's place. We might as well take a look here. That will find a more appropriate place to get everyone useless, but it's far too dangerous to approach the premises. I'm afraid they would restrain us immediately if they found out we were here. Class 7 was likely to be much higher on the wanted list than the other students from 4s. Remember our field study, Rean? The Provincial Army's guardhouse is here, so it'd be best if we avoided this area. Let's get out of here before they catch us. The cat's not there. It's that combined having to look low and to look high. Oh look, it's that guy we managed to make. He ate our, what was it? He ate our crystallized kind of sepif sap, or I don't even know. And then he was sick horribly, which was great. I hear that Count Richmond has come all the way here from Lamar. Indeed, he seems to be staying at the Esmeralda. Come to make a profit of our fabulous economy, no doubt. He stands no chance of besting me, I say. After all, at the back end of the Duke, I can make more investments than you could ever dream of. Soon he should be as salty as Lamar's ocean. Master Gorty is enjoying a cup of tea at the moment. If you have no appointment scheduled, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Cup of tea and plotting? Clearly, Count Richmond is blissfully ignorant of my reputation here in Croydon. Right, invest another 3 million into the mines itself. Make sure the market prices skyrocket. Understood? Yeah, market manipulations. Master Gorty is quite famous for his numerous assets here in Croydon. He's been rather pleased with himself for expanding even farther on them over the past months too. Has he now? Tango. Any cats up here? It'd be funny if we actually had to find a cat. Like, spot it, I spy it. Something tells me the cat did not go to the Noble District. Let's go towards Station Street then. I haven't really done a lot of the talking there.
Is there something wrong, Sharon? Oh no, not at all.
Sharon! What are you trying to say? Is there a cat here? Sharon? What did you see, Sharon? Sharon? Why did you proc a conversation dialogue then? What was that about, Sharon? Is there someone watching us, Sharon? Are there bad people, Sharon? Sharon! Talk to me, Sharon! Where are the bad men, Sharon? Where are the bad ladies, Sharon? Yep, you went this way. That kid was the most adorable thing I've ever laid eyes on. I don't think anyone could ignore that innocent little expression it had. Oh, they're from St. Australia. They might know where the kitten went. Let's ask them. Indeed. Sorry to intrude, but we happened to overhear a conversation just now. Could you tell us more about where that kitten went? We're actually searching for him on behalf of his owner. Oh, is that so? He was here a moment ago until he got frightened away by a passing car. He ran off north after that. He was so cute too. Oh dear, he may have wandered out onto the highway if he went that way. We should hurry, otherwise he could come under attack by monsters. Talk about a pain. The highway's dangerous for us too, but we can't just abandon him. Let's go. Completely willing to blow our cover in order to help a cat. I'm just going to quickly check that there's no weaponry to buy. Because we actually need to talk to everyone around here. Welcome! You currently have the latest in armaments from ruined stock. Noble Alliance certainly has been putting our weapons to good use, so perhaps you'd all like to update your equipment as well. Don't forgive us for the prices. We have to make up the taxes somehow. Alright, none of the weapons are better, so we are still wearing the best tier of stuff. The problem was pretty much just that our enemy had a high physical defense. We speak to you for furthering our information. We will do that in the future. Lord Eustace finally returned to Bareahard, but he's been so busy that we've only been able to see him once. He told us not to worry, but he didn't seem like his usual self at the time. Hopefully I'm just overthinking things. Want me to read Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest for you today? Yeah! Not holding a book we can read then. Guards. Don't pay attention to me. So how far can we go? Technically, there's a lot of areas to explore. A lot of goodies, too. But Laura always smacking
Now's
back
our
there.
chance. Let's get him. Here I go.
A man trapper.
May I? Here I go.
He's a bit burny right now.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
We also need to build up our CP. We've got none.
I've got it.
Landline monster that roams highways, draws impurities from below the ground and attacks with them.
Onward.
Doesn't target men. Good. Discrimination is over.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Here I come. With pleasure. Outchat.
I was thinking you could maybe kill that one, because if Rean gets the kill, of course, we're
My
getting a lot of
turn.
CP back.
We should keep going.
Get the goodies. Give me
I'm
all the
so
level
glad.
ups. Detector B can now be used. Oh! Wow! Ah, Detector's now ridiculously good. Defense and ADF down 50% for 3 turns. Analyzes foe's weakness, making it easier to unbalance them.
Isn't this a surprise?
What the hell? That's ridiculously good. Of course, like, you know, not every enemy can be stat done down with, but stat done down. Can't have a stat done
With a
down.
fearsome opponent, do take care.
But that's ridiculously good. I mean, I was like to detect anyway, because I feel like the balance down was always good.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Let's move.
So I never minded that. I mean, they're weak to fire, right? How many can I hit here? Only 3?
Burn to ash. Fall! Now!
Here I come. Very well.
Would hope for a finishing blow off that one.
How about this? Die.
I think we've AD delayed the big guy too. Rean finished off one.
Of course.
Well, you're nothing to steal that critical, but we don't need it.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
A 3-headed plant monster stores impurities within its body, which it sprays its enemies. Weak to fire, defense down,
Leave
ADF
this to
down.
me.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't do as much damage as I hoped it would.
Now!
Here I come.
You're done!
I guess it's quite sturdy anyway.
Are you hurt, Master Rean?
We're good.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Detector is ridiculous now. I mean, that's like the maximum downs we can get on those guys in the first place. Combined with something that we normally do anyway. Obtain 5 U material, not bad. On a boss, that's incredibly good. But then, of course, the boss will most likely resist the defense and ADF down. For the next few turns after
Now's
that,
our chance.
you can
Let's
just
get him!
go at them
With
ridiculously, can't you?
Outchat.
Got you!
Fortunately, one of our problems at the moment is Emma's not getting any CP.
It's my turn. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
A reptilian monster that has taken up living in the egg of a larger bird. Its fangs have deadly venom inside them.
Onward.
Yes, chat, I have noticed that the command, the chest
May I?
command is now in action. I
Here
can
we go.
obviously see the chat is always slight to my right. And you see how often my eyes must flit to that side.
Onward.
Every time I make a kind of joke comment, somehow it becomes reality.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Let's move.
Here I go.
Follows like the Octopath one and all that. Joke comment, yeah. What do you think? I'm super serious that
pleasure.
someone should put in the work to make that command.
That was a cinch.
I didn't say, come on, mod minions, do that. I didn't say do that, do I? Not force. What do you think I've got you at gunpoint making you work for me? That's the reality. There's another 3-head man trapper over there.
We have the advantage here.
Yes, I guess my eyes are tiny in the webcam, yeah. I siege to that point of view.
May I? Outchat.
I just need more CP.
Death awaits you. Of course.
What are they weak to? Water.
Ah.
My turn.
Ending up on a 0 arts anyway again.
should be safe now.
At least that should be a little bit more CP, surely. Ooh, getting some new material here. Alright, next treasure chest. All this to save a cat too. So I guess I can go out the other way as well. I'd imagine it won't let me reach the next area.
Nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
I am very careful.
This one looks dangerous.
That's why I zeroed in straight towards it. Like a madman.
Burn to ash. Fall! Now! Let's go, everyone!
Of course,
Leave this to me.
May I?
Nearly got on the first turn.
Here I go.
I think we will be able to finish up now, right? There's our CP. We're back up to 100.
Let's keep going.
It's across the board. We keep getting more levels.
Oh my. What a lovely chest.
With a petrify inside. More options, don't we already have that? I think Laura's already got that one, to be perfectly honest. See if I can ambush you. Ah, I want 10 CP when I get triple advantage. 10 CP. It's a CP generator. It does damage. It makes sure we never get hit.
This will be over in an instant.
We know we're going to be fighting some monster for this cat, right?
Now!
Here I come.
You're done!
With pleasure.
I've got enough for 3 tea
Of
times.
course. How about this?
My turn.
My turn.
You don't have to attack anything, Rean. Just let the
With
others
pleasure.
build up before this boss fight.
Of course.
Well, I guess you can also
Here's our
pass on
chance.
some
An
stuff with
opening.
motivate on top of that.
Ready to keep going, Emma?
Because we want Laura to be ready to go. For whatever enemy is in front of us. Mew! Mew! Oh, little kitten! I won't scare you away by smashing some boxes with a gigantic lady with a gigantic sword. It's a fishing spot here, on the left. We finally found him! Must have been too scared to cross the bridge. Quite fortunate for us, really. A provincial army unit stationed past here would have made capturing him impossible. Thank the goddess for small favours. Well then, let's take him back to Eva. Get a move on, small fry. Can't wait to see the look on Eva's face. I just realised I'm going to get zooped, aren't I? It won't let me explore any of the areas.